All right, fellas, here we go. We're going to do the week four, week four summary. And every time I have to start this off, unfortunately, because when I look at it, my team is the first team that I see because it's on my computer. And once again, let me get there. I have to claim another defeat, four in a row. Thought I had a chance last week, and that damn Darren Sproles came in there and put up 20 points on me for Bomb Squad, and still couldn't win despite a 78-point performance. Bomb Squad 87, Boys 78. Phillip Rivers looks good. I feel good about him. I think he's third ranked quarterback in fantasy right now, behind Breeze and Manning. And Torrey Hope finally had a good game for me. Novak, but Ridley's killing me. Pierre Thomas didn't do anything. Marcus Cousins hasn't done anything all season, and Kyle Rudolph has officially been deposed off of the squad. Bomb Squad, like I said, big game, 17 points from Sproles. Jay Cutler, 16, and the coach D, I forgot about them. They really killed me with 25. So just a good game by Bomb Squad, and the boys are still searching for a remedy. Next game, Clyde, No Limit, low score game of the week. No Limit 44, Clyde 35. We've got, I don't really know too much need in talking about that game. If you got 44 and 35, that means you really didn't do too much. So let's move on. 78-61, Real Deal, Don Mega, sibling rivalry. I'm sure there was some kind of talk, some kind of bet going on there, but Big Sing took it over Little Sing this time around. 78-61, good game by Luck, Forte, just good balance scoring. I'm looking here. See some 11s, 12, Reggie Wayne, Forte, 11, Wayne 12, kicker Walsh 12, defense 16. Just a good balanced game like you want to see from Real Deal. Don Mega having his own struggles. His running backs are just not doing it for him. I think he traded Ray Rice away this week to Bet Your Money for Brandon Marshall to try to get a little kicker into his system. Had a good game from Tony Gonzalez. Good game from his kicker, but again, I keep going back to this, but I see a lot of ones and zeros here. One for Martin, zero for Chris Johnson, T.Y. Hilton one, and Jason Snelling one. Chris Johnson doing so bad, I guess he getting sensitive, and people on Twitter is talking trash about him, and he had to respond to that and tell him basically to take a hike. Illmatic 81, Crusher 62. Big games from Kendrick Tompkins may start taking off here in New England as they get more comfortable. Jimmy Graham, having a great season so far, 20 points. Le'Veon Bell, first game back, 2 touchdowns. Janikowski didn't do anything. Texas D had 10, and Frank Gore got him 14. Nothing much from Vic. He put Brady on the bench, but Brady put up 20, Vic put up 5. So I know what Will was thinking. I understand, but yeah, Illmatic's looking good. If Le'Veon Bell keeps rolling like this, and Kendrick Tompkins can get hot to go along with what he's already got, Illmatic, I told you at the beginning of the season, watch out for him, and this can definitely get him where he needs to be. Crusher's got a problem here with Russell Wilson. 3 points, hasn't really done much all season. Yet Crusher's still scoring, but that's going to be a problem going into the playoffs if they don't get Russell Wilson playing a little bit better from a fantasy side. 15 points from Wes Welker, 24 from the Chiefs defense. That was the bulk of the scoring. So not much from everybody else in regards to the Crushers. So 81-62 is the result. Bet Your Money, 75, Gangsters 60. Bet Your Money still rolling pretty nice and steady. Another 70-plus point game. Stafford still solid with 12. Dez Bryant 15. Jordan Cameron 11. Although he didn't do anything this week, but he's done something the first 4 weeks, I think, every week. Brandon Marshall, who is now on Don Mega, put up a 5. And Spiller put up 3, and Matthews 3. Defense from the Seahawks defense put up a nice 22. So just good balance scoring once again from Bet Your Money, and that's kind of going to be the way he rolls the rest of the season. We'll see if that trade works out for him. uh, in the long run. Gangsters, good game from Woodhead, Gould, Buccaneers, 60 points, solid game. Nothing great, but a good solid game. It just came up short. Here, the Eagles, 98, Superfly, 79. These are two of the hottest teams, and the Eagles just do what the Eagles been doing. It's just going to be a tough team all year, all year long, as I've been saying. 36 from Breeze, 21 from Adrian Peterson. And he got 23 from the Titans D. And Marshawn Lynch, 8. Then actually nothing else from anybody else. But back again, when he's got those horses like that, he can have bad games from several players and still put up 98 points. He got a 1 from Deshaun Jackson, 2 from Gordon, 1 from the Thomas, the tight end in Denver, and 1 from McFadden, and 5 from the kicker, still put up 98 points. So, Bill's going to be tough. That's all we know right now. And we'll just see how somebody can knock him out in the playoffs. That's what it's going to come down to. Superfly, 20 points from Ryan, 18 from Cruz, 17 from Gates, 15 from the Cardinals defense. Not enough going up against the Eagles. Just kind of came up short, but still a good, consistent scoring game from Superfly. They've been, I think, pretty much in the 70s all season. So it look like Superfly is going to be around for the long haul as far as having a good quality season. And then we got Just for Fun with the high score of the week at 117. Killer Bees 57. Once again, as long as Rick's got Peyton Manning and Denarius Thomas teaming up, they're sometimes putting up 40, 50-point games by themselves, and that's always hard to overcome. Then you got Reggie Bush, who chips in periodically with a big game, and Greg Jennings finally had a good game for him in the Broncos D with 21. So just some good games from a lot of people, and that's how you end up with 117 points. So just for fun, Reggie Bush, I didn't think he would have this type of a season he's having so far. So if he keeps that up, definitely gives Rick a little bit more balance. He won't be so top heavy. That's still the concern with Rick is very heavily dependent on that combination of Peyton Manning and Denarius Thomas. He needs to have some third and fourth player that's going to be consistent. So he needs like either Greg Jennings, Reggie Bush, Gronkowski. Still waiting for him to come back. That'll definitely help if he can get Gronkowski back and playing up to the level he's supposed to play at. Then Rick will be in a lot better shape. He has to be worried a little bit going into the playoffs. That's why I know Bill got rid of Peyton Manning and why eventually got rid of him as well, is if they have home field advantage sewn up going into our playoff 3-game stretch, they have a tendency to sit him. And then you don't know if you're going to play him, if you should play him, and you got to play a backup, and all of a sudden all the points you built up during the season are gone, and you're relying on a second-string quarterback. So that's the probably biggest concern for Rick going into the playoffs. But right now he's rolling, and I think he's near the top in scoring. I'll go through that in a minute. Killer B, 57 points, just not enough. No big game from anybody. Roethlisberger, 12, or 11 rather. Hunter, 9. Prater, 9, or 12. Ravens D, 9, and a bunch of 1s, 2s, 5s in there. So just really no help to get Killer Bees even into the game for that particular game. Looking at the standings, we got the Eagles and Just for Fun. The 2 highest scoring teams right now are both undefeated. 370 points for the Eagles, lead the way for the whole league, and Just for Fun is right behind him at 358. A little bit more consistency, obviously, for the Eagles. Just for Fun have had two huge games, like this 117, I think 118 the first week, and then a couple of somewhat mediocre games in between those. But Bill's constantly in that 75 plus range every week. So that's why he looks so much at another level than everybody else. Superfly, going back up to the NFC, we got Superfly at 3-1. That was the first loss for them. 306 points put them at third in scoring. Then the Crusher at 303 points at 2-2. They're in third, or tied for fourth in scoring with Bet Your Money in the AFC. So right now, it's still early in the standings, though I don't like to really talk about it too much because it doesn't really mean much right now, except for somebody like me and Gangsters who's 0-4. And obviously, you don't want to fall too far out of the race because then you have to win so much at the end to catch up. But pretty much everybody else at least has 2 wins outside of 4 of us that have 1 or 0 wins. So standings not really relevant right now, but the points uh, are starting to separate out. So we got those top 2 teams, and you got those next level teams like Crusher, Bet Your Money, and then it goes down into the next level, the third level of Illmatic, Bomb Squad, and Real Deal, and then the rest of us are down there, at the bottom, at the lower 200s. So obviously those teams that's in that 215, 219, 225, 203 range needs to really get their scoring up to get into the wild card chase because you can't lose and not score and get in the playoffs. So that's kind of where things stand for the week. And we'll see how things work out for week 5. And good luck. And I'll talk to everybody next time around. Peace.